spending most of the day trying out lots of different sauces. I think, how many? 15?
Well, probably more. Like we definitely tried the whole 18 range.
Yeah, so we've got about 18 sauces now in the range, isn't that?
It's fantastic. And every flavor is a new discover. You go all over the place.
It's incredible. So we're obviously entering these sauces into the Great Taste Awards, and we're looking obviously to win all of them.
To score high for sure.
Yeah, because we want to make the most delicious chili sauces in the world.
No pressure there.
Yeah, I'm with Andrea and I'm with Luis, two of the chefs here at Chilli No. 5, and obviously these guys know a lot about cooking, creating, and perfecting chili sauces. So I just wanted to chat with you guys about what makes a great chili sauce.
Well, what I personally look in a chili sauce, it has to have the right amount of spice, but spice is not it. It's not just it. It has to have all different kinds of flavors depending on how it's being presented to me. If it's presented as a Chinese sauce, I expect certain flavors with a certain amount of heat. If I'm going towards like an English sauce, I definitely prefer a little less heat, but different kind of horseradishy notes, and it's not just about the heat. It has to be a 360-degree flavor.
Yeah. And Luis, what about for you? What makes a great chili sauce? There's the heat, there's the flavors. What else is going on?
I feel like when you eat that chili and after you eat a little bit and then you want a little bit more and a little bit more, and that's my thing, is like all that flavors, like covering all the, like if you eat something like cheese and toast, that's my favorite thing with my Chinese sauce and mayonnaise. Oh man, serious, you need to try.
Yeah, and it's about discovering new flavors as well, because cheese toast and Chinese sauce, it's not the first thing that comes to mind, but it's about experiencing and trying different flavors and mixing and matching and finding what works.
Yeah. Brilliant. So we've got the flavours, we've got international flavours, we've got the spice, and obviously, do really spicy sauces go with every flavour, or how do you work out which one should be mild and which one should be hot, or which one should be past the milk?
Well, I think I know. In my opinion, there are specific cuisines that are more adapt to very hot profile flavors. For example, Jamaican jerk, I would expect it to be really up there in the Scoville scale.
Yeah.
Scotch bonnets are famous to be not only fruity but like packing a punch in terms of spice. So knowing enough of the cuisine will also tell you how much spice you need.
Yeah, yeah. And for you as well, are you with your Chinese? Do you like it super spicy? I mean, your name is Luis Pimenta, which means.
I don't want to change. Mine is Pepe, and his is even better.
I'm just Rumble. But yeah, do you like super spicy, or is there a medium?
I like medium, but depends also. Like I like when you eat like Korean food, like kimchi and sriracha sauce and things like. I like proper spicy.
Yeah.
But in normal, I go to the middle ground.
Yeah, nice. So mild, up from mild, probably hot, not
extremely hot.
Yes, get it.
Getting there.
All right, so
he goes for the hottest. I mean,
I do like very spicy, but I think you can build up. You kind of get used to spice as you build up. You like mild and hot, and
it's
hot,
addictive.
not mild, and then
it's addictive.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about consistency. How hard is it to make a chili sauce that has a great consistency?
Right, so it's a matter of balancing the solid ingredients with the liquid ingredients and having the right process of blending with the right amounts of our xanthan powder, which is actually the only ingredient that we utilize to thicken and stabilize the sauce. But once you got like the right amounts and the right ingredients, everything really comes up to itself.
Yeah. And each batch, is it quite difficult to get that kind of standy uppy, kind of liquidy?
Sometimes a tomato will be more liquid, sometimes a bit less, and all these in the end you need to see how thick is it and adjust by that.
The moisture content of the ingredients definitely influences.
Depends of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I suppose at Chilli No. 5 we have different bottles. We have glass bottles, 200ml, which are kind of standard bottles. Then we've got the tubes, the elegant gift tubes. Then we've got the mini range that just come out. How do you get the right consistency for the right kind of opening?
So chess mats. You just adjust. You need to do the sauce, make a test, see if go out perfectly, and then you move forward.
It gets quite artistic, in fact. Like there's moments where we just like need to test the thickness of the sauce. So a spoonful on a plate, lift it up. It should fall down at the pretty much all of them, depending on the consistency we're looking for, with the same sort of rate. They should move.
Wow. Okay. And someone's asked me, can the chili sauce be different depending on the batch?
Yes, it can.
Yes. I
Yes,
mean, I
it
don't
can.
think that's a bad thing. It's artisanal. I mean,
We don't use cans of tomatoes and things like this. How these cheap sauces you buy on the supermarket. So you have different tomatoes, different peppers, different chilies, and all these affect. You try to balance all the flavors, and you having something that's properly cooked, not in a big factory with no love.
yes.
Well, I think simply like the weather of the day can influence like how much
The music.
humidity, the
Yes.
music as
The
well.
mood.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
the mood.
How you
for
wake
sure.
up in the morning. That's brilliant. So, how many ingredients are there in Chilli No. 5 sauces
Well, it
in
many.
total?
In total,
You said 18 sauces. There must be quite a few ingredients. I mean, some chili sauces have chili and vinegar. You know what? How many ingredients are you buying in, chef? Like,
So we try to use most of the time organic ingredients from reliable sources. It's a lot of ingredients in general. We try to don't overstretch. You don't use like these numbers, chemical things, everything as natural as possible. And yes,
is it 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s?
In each I would say like around 30 ingredients.
30
20,
in each. I think overall all the sauces we should be around between 50, 60 total ingredients.
It's incredible because we're building out on the website our superfood section, and there are over, you know, as you say, 60 pages, all different wonderful superfoods that we're trying to put into these sauces. So that's brilliant. And just out of interest, what kind of vinegar are we using? It's the
best ones.
yeah, it's Willie's, no?
Willie's, yes.
Willie's
We're using Willie's.
probiotic.
We probiotic apple cider vinegar. We use a distilled vinegar to add acidity, natural acidity. Also, we use lime and lemon juice.
Yeah.
And we use a bit of white wine and red wine, depending on the kind of flavor. Red
Yeah.
wine, vinegar,
Vinegar,
and vinegar,
yeah.
of course, to bring out certain type of flavor profiles depending on the sauce we're creating.
Yeah. And the superfoods. There's been a lot of
I love maca. Oh,
maca. Yes, the
smells so
maca's from
delicious.
South America. Tell us about maca. Does it
I
give
don't
you
know.
a bit of
I feel like maca and sweetness and spices just like you can smell maca. Maca is delicious.
yeah,
It's-
as a taste as well as a
as a taste.
a health benefit.
Exactly. I mean, one of my favorites part of the website is literally just discovering all the new superfoods. Like I didn't even know like the property of certain things. Like I know how I can apply the flavor of something in a recipe, but to know how good something is as well, it's a well known.
That's great. And we've got Coriander. Obviously, she's a nutritionist, and she goes through every single sauces that you
Absolutely.
make.
So
I
informative.
hope you're not nervous, but I mean, she's actually calculating all of the health benefits, and it's on our YouTube channel, which is great. So Coriander's joined the team as a nutritionist, because what we are really doing is making, you know, healthy chili sauces that are absolutely delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks so much, guys. It's been
Thank
really
you.
good.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Rumble.
brilliant. Excellent.
Cheers.
Cheers.